Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're taking another look at songs that the Sisters in the Warning appreciate in one way or another. Today is Allie's choice. She picked Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits as a song that she wished she had written.
That's good. I would say Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits. That's a great song. I wish I wrote that.
So those of you that are not familiar with the song, we're going to show it to you today from Dire Straits. You get a shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime, south of the river you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double 4 time. You feel all right when you hear the music ring. It's actually a song about a cover band. And so, like going into a bar, seeing a cover band, and then it talks about everybody in the cover band. Like, check out Guitar George. He knows all the chords. Mind, it's strictly rhythm. He doesn't want to make it cry or sing. Left-handed old guitar is all he can afford when he gets up under the lights to play his thing. So it's that sort of thing. It's a character study in London of a cover band in a bar. They're the Sultans of Swing. It's like the Weekend Warriors, I believe, is kind of the idea there. So that's pretty much the gist of the song. Of course, it was on Dire Straits' first album, which came out in 1978, which is part of why I was so surprised to hear her say that. She picked out a few songs from the 70s, but this is their very first album. It's the one where they made their career. I mean, Sultans was the huge hit off it. We have covered Dire Straits once before. We did Brothers in Arms. So this is our second Dire Straits, and we figured we'd just go ahead and take a look at it and expose the audience that maybe hasn't seen or heard it yet. This is actually the official music video from 1978, so should be a treat. I probably saw this in the 80s, maybe, but I don't know much about it. Adrian, have you seen the video before?
I haven't seen the video before, no.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look.
Shiver in the dark, it's raining in the park, but meantime, south of the river you stop and you hold everything. A band is blowing Dixie, double 4 time. You feel alright when you hear the music ring.
Playing with his fingers.
Well, now you step inside, but you don't see too many faces. Coming in out of the rain to hear the jazz go down. Competition in other places, but the horns, they blowing that sound. Way on down south, way on down south, London town. You check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. But it's strictly rhythm, he doesn't want to make it cry or sing. If then an old guitar is all he can afford, when he gets up under the lights to play his thing.
Strat, right?
Looks like it.
And Harry doesn't mind if he doesn't make the scene. He's got a daytime job, he's doing alright. He can play the honky-tonk like anything, saving it up Friday night with the Sultans, with the Sultans of Swing.
amazing solo, tasteful. None of them have a pick, by the way. They're all playing with their fingers.
And then the man steps right up to the microphone and says at last, just as the time bell rings, good night, now it's time to go home. Then he makes it fast with one more thing. We are the Sultans. We are the Sultans of Swing.
Ah, that's some awesome guitar work on there.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. He is a heck of a guitar player. He's one of those influential guitar players that has influenced so many players you couldn't count them. And the fact that he uses his fingers and no pick, he's just a finger picker up there, you can hear it. You can hear it in his playing. Doing that, if you can do it successfully, it allows you to be really nuanced in how you play each string and you know, sensitive and just how much of it comes out. It's like you can have a very clear conversation on the guitar that sometimes might be a little tougher if you're playing rock and roll and you're using a pick. He's a master.
I don't hear of that many guitarists that play with their fingers and no pick. I mean, you hear more about that with bass players. But
Leo Kottke plays that way. Chet Atkins can do that. He probably does both, actually. I mean, there are a few. Michael Hedges, you know, John Mayer does it, but I believe he also uses a pick. Yeah, it's true. In general, they're a small percentage of the guitar playing population. Yeah, in fact, anybody learning guitar, try it sometime. If you've only been using the pick, just try using your fingers sometime. Try doing a solo. I'm sure there's a lot of jazz guys that do it. It's a classic song. I was a little sad when the video went down when it did, because there's an epic solo after that, even on the studio version, and we didn't really get to hear it. Didn't quite get there. But people, now that you know that, you can go take a look for yourself. There are other videos out there of the song, of course. This was the only one I could find that wasn't going to get blocked. Big finish. So that's the situation. But it's a cool song. The story, you can picture in your mind what's going on with the lyrics, and all the little musical flourishes work in tune with each other, in tandem with each other. It's not too much, but those guys are right with each other. They're listening carefully. They're telling the story together as a unit. So there's a lot to admire in the composition of that song and also how they carried it out. And it's impressive for a 19-year-old to pull that out, you know, it's been 46 years since it was released, so not bad. Okay, so with that, folks, why don't you tell us what you think about Dire Straits in general, about this song, if you ever went to see them. They disbanded long ago, and Mark Knopfler has been playing solo concerts where he'll play a lot of this material, which is good. I don't know that the band's ever coming back. I get the sense, in fact, that Mark Knopfler was never fully comfortable with the fame that came along with the band getting so big, you know, after Money for Nothing, especially that album, Brothers in Arms.
Brothers in Arms, yes. Yeah,
the big hits. I mean, after that, they were a stadium band, and I think that's part of why they broke up, you know. So, in any event, they are really good. That's a good album to start with. And, and if you have other suggestions for us, please leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, and we will catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.